Okay, so a very welcome back to you all. I hope you've all had a great day so far, and I hope I'm about to make it better with a brand spanking new haul. It's been a while since I've done one. I did a spur them in December and then stopped for a little bit, but I've been slowly accumulating things and there's definitely more to come very soon. Starting off with a solid basic, the white shirt, and I've come to realise you actually can almost never have too many white shirts. It's something I didn't really have in my wardrobe before, and I've just been loving them. This one is a really oversized one. It's quite an unusual shape shirt actually. It's nearly like a kimono style, and even when I got this in the mail, my boyfriend was like, that is the biggest shirt I've ever seen, like you're going to be swamped in it. But I actually love that oversized look. They look amazing with like leather leggings, mom jeans. I'm very comfortable in it, and I think that's the most important, and it still gives off that very masculine vibe. And even though it's oversized, I think overall it gives a very slimming effect. So I picked this one up from ASOS in the sale a little while back, but if I can find it, of course I will link it down below along with everything else I mentioned in the description. And if I can't find it, I'll put the absolute closest fit I can find on ASOS down there for you guys. Staying on the shirt theme, this is another one that I got from ASOS. A little bit more of a boyfriend fit, not as oversized, but like the other one, which I forgot to mention, it's got these really deep cuffs, which is what I was trying to look for on ASOS. I think these really deep cuffs look super chic. You can just fold them back and they look incredible. I just think they look very fashion, if I do say so myself. I don't know guys, I've just been loving the whole shirt trend. I actually wore this on Insta stories where I've been sharing a lot of my daily outfits with like just a turtleneck underneath, and I thought it looked really chic. So, and I got a lot of compliments on it actually, so I really like styling them up. And I feel like I didn't wear shirts before because they weren't really doing anything for me. I have a very short stomach, so it's hard for me to find nice ones. So that's why I thought that I would recommend these ones. Onto a little bit of high street, I picked up quite a few bits from H&M, and it's just one of those places I really like the stock lately, and there's always something I see that I really like. And this piece caught my eye. I saw it on the dummy and I was like, ooh, that's interesting. I thought it was a very editorial piece. Didn't know how it would really work in real life, but I picked it up anyway. I think it was around $50, but it's basically this midi with these frilled straps on them, kind of like suspenders. And yeah, this is a super flattering shape on me. I absolutely love it. The pockets have a bit of a boxy look to them. So I actually styled this piece already in a lookbook for you guys, but when I went to do the cutaway yesterday, I really just wasn't sure about the straps, and I was looking at it and I figured, okay, the straps are behind the waistband. I would really actually just love to wear this as a skirt without the straps, so maybe I can just cut off the straps. But when I went to look, I saw the straps actually have buttons, so they're completely detachable, and I actually love how they look when they're just resting on the sides of your waist as well. So it's a very versatile piece. You can get 3 completely different looks with this one piece just because the straps are detachable. So a very interesting piece from H&M. More fabulous basics for you guys that love a good capsule wardrobe. I am a knitwear fiend. Like, I studied knitwear, I know how to knit, I know how to industrial knit, so when I see nice yarn and I see a nice silhouette in knit, I love to recommend it to you guys. And these I picked up in H&M. You guys would have seen this in the video I styled last week on basically just how to style these thin knit basics, and this one is like a really nice like hairy textured one from H&M. It's kind of an oversized fit. This is a size small and it's a pretty still oversized fit on me, but I love it. I love the colour, I love the texture, but often those thicker knits really aren't that flattering. So this thinner knit that still has a lovely drape to it, for me, is just the ultimate basic. And I think these were only $20 each, so I got it in that charcoal grey, and then I got it in another colour the other day in this light kind of marl grey, and they also have it in beige, oatmeal, 2 different kind of pinks. Very big staple for me. I would definitely recommend them. They're in most of the H&Ms that I've seen so far. Lastly, from H&M, I picked up this gorgeous slinky silky blazer and I love it. I wasn't sure about it, I got it, still wasn't sure about it when I got home, but for me this is the blazer for people who don't like blazers. Like, I'm not a blazer girl. I think it's a little bit too much of a preppy look for my style personally, so this one is like an oversized, it's a slouchy one. I really wouldn't have paid any attention to it if it was just on the rack, but they had it on the dummy. I loved the concealed button, and overall I think it had just that very slouchy minimal vibe that I like. I love anything with a hidden button, and I had like a nice little tie waist as well, so I figured I'd give it a go. I love the colour, it's a really beautiful colour, and yeah, this was around $50 and I got it in a size 10 just to have that slightly more oversized fit. Next piece is one I'm very excited about. It's a little Diane von Furstenberg wrap number, and she's obviously very famous for her wrap dresses. Most of them are not my style at all, but I fell in love with this. So one of my clients is Century 21 and doing styling work, obviously I'm in the store all day long picking through the rails, which is something I don't do for myself, but basically I get to know the stock really well. So when I see something I love, it's really hard to forget about it, and I've made quite a number of purchases from there already and saved a lot of money. It's the great thing about living in New York, we have some really great outlets, and Diane von Furstenberg was one of the brands that was in, and I actually spotted this about 2 months ago in store and I didn't pick it up because I was like, it's a summer dress, it's the middle of winter, don't do it. So I put it to the back of my mind and I said if it was still here this week, a month or two later, I'm going to buy the dress. And I saw it, I tried it on and I fell in love, and maybe it's because I've been watching too much Say Yes to the Dress on TLC, but that's what I felt like when I wore this dress. I put it on and I was like, yes, I will elope in this dress. But it's a very cute wrap number. It's kind of that eyelet material, really lovely cotton. It feels expensive, the fit, the silhouette, everything about it cuts me off at all the right places. It has a very 1940s Lauren Bacall type vibe for me, which I just adore, and I love the fact it has like a short sleeves. It cuts me off kind of at the right place at my knees. It kind of hides the bits of my legs that I don't like so much, and it's just this beautiful easy breezy dress. I can't wait to wear this on like a boyfriend girlfriend holiday or during the summer here in New York. And summer dressing is something I've been preparing for a lot this year, because I realised coming from Ireland, you kind of just come here unprepared for summer. It's very hard to know how to dress when you're just not used to dressing for hot weather. This month the lovely folks at Daniel Footwear let me pick out some bits, and when I saw these shoes I was like, yes please, and I am so happy I have them. I've been wanting this style of shoe for a really long time, but they're usually super expensive from like brands like Acne, so it's great that these are a little bit more affordable. I don't know, what do you even call these? They're kind of like a court shoe that has like a cutout. So yeah, for the gal that doesn't really wear heels or stilettos, these are very me. These look fantastic with like frayed mom jean denim. That's how I style them, and they're very like French bloggery type shoes and I adore them, but they still have that like minimal aspect that I really love in my shoes. They're not fussy, they're very practical. From that brand I also picked out a little handbag. I think it's very cute. It looks very like the Gucci padlock bags, but it's basically this very rich navy suede looking fabric. I'm not sure if it's real suede or not, but it's a very lightweight bag. It's very comfortable. It's actually going to be really perfect for my compact camera, like my vlogging camera. I think it's going to be like a nice shape to hold that. It's always really hard to find a handbag that will hold like a chunkier camera. So yes, I love this bag. I think it looks very expensive if I do say so myself, and I think it will be quite a practical bag too. And that colour, look at that colour, it's so rich. And then as always, a few bits from CHOIES and SHEIN side. They let me pick out a few things as usual. And just a little reminder for anyone that's new to my channel, anything that I'm gifted, I'm not obliged to show if it doesn't fit good, if I think the quality is bad. None of the people I work with ever have an issue with me not showing something. I only want to recommend things that I believe would be worth your money and worth your time and effort getting. So onto CHOIES, which is kind of like one of those Asian online retailers that I have been working with for a very long time. This is one of the pieces from them that I'm wearing now. I'm sure it's probably copied from somewhere. I'm going to remain ignorant and just wear it because I like it. And yeah, it's a very cute piece. It has like a bit of a bubbly sort of shape to it. But yeah, I've been enjoying wearing it. It's just, I don't know, spin on the old sweatshirt, I suppose. And then I've also got a pair of shoes from them, which again, I'm super happy with. Two things that I don't recommend always buying on these sites is things like shoes, because the sizes are always kind of off, but generally I would just say size up and they should fit you perfectly. Depending on the style of shoe, of course. This is a flat, so I knew that even if they were a tad big, I'd get away with them, but I got the size 6 instead of the size 5. And they fit perfectly, and they're just a very cool white loafer with like a silver stud. I've been kind of trying to add some white shoes to my collection to go with some of my monochromatic outfits, and everyone loves a good statement flat. So yeah, these are very cool. And then the last thing I got from CHOIES is this gorgeous blue navy bodysuit, which I'm not even going to attempt to show you let's just skip to the cutaway on this one. I just adore the look of this bodysuit. I think it's extremely slimming, exceptionally comfortable to wear, and it's very like my kind of style when I go out, whether it's like to a party or, you know, getting dressed up. I don't wear dresses, so a bodysuit for me makes me feel like dressed up and sexy, but it's very comfortable at the same time. This one is exceptionally comfortable, especially I have to give a shout out to these snaps, you know, the snaps that are you know, do up at the crotch. These, I didn't even feel them. This is the first bodysuit I've ever felt where the buttons or the snaps didn't like scratch and chafe at me. Onto another one of my faves, some bits from SHEIN side. This one definitely caught my eye. I love the look of this like fit up here. I think it looks really good on camera. But yeah, this is one of those pieces I just wanted to try it. I was very curious about it, and to be honest, it's just one big square bed sheet with a hole in it for the neck, if I'm being super honest. But I think there's something kind of cool about it. Like, I could totally see myself throwing this on in the summer and heading out the door. I don't know, just feeling like Mary-Kate Olsen and just not giving any fucks. I picked up this plaid coat because it's definitely sort of a trend I've seen on a lot of different online sites, and I was curious about it. I thought that this one on SHEIN's side was really affordable and it looked like it would be a good print, so I said I'd try it out, let you guys know if it was worth getting. And honestly, when it came, I wasn't too keen on it. I thought that it didn't sit well on the hanger, and usually that's a red flag for me, but yesterday I tried it on and I actually really like it now. The only thing I would say is that maybe the sleeves could do with being an inch longer. I'm about 5'6", so that's just a small detail. I mean, nitpicking, and I usually pull up my sleeves anyway. But I think it's a really cool jacket. It's not too long, not too short, and I think the fabric looks really good. The print looks great. It's also not crazy thick, so I think it's going to be a good transition piece into spring summer. Like I said, it's been snowing here, so it's still pretty damn cold. One thing I did not have in my wardrobe was a basic leather skirt. So I picked up this one from SHEIN side. It just looks like this, like an A-line shape. I really like the look of it. It does look like real leather. It's not too shiny, and I like this one because it's not super short. A lot of the ones that I buy or see online are just too short for me to feel comfortable in, whereas this one comes a little bit further down the thigh and just has that cool look, but without, you know, it being skimpy. And lastly, I picked up this pair of black and white striped pants. A very big trend the last season was to have these kind of wide leg pants with the stripe down the side, and I wanted my piece of the pie, so I said I'd try this pair. And I just love black trousers in general. I just think they're so cool. So these are a nice wide leg pair and they fit me perfectly. I will leave all the sizing information about what I ordered in the down bar for reference, but I really like these, and for once you guys, they weren't too short. And I usually discourage people from buying trousers from online sites because they just can be so unpredictable. They're usually very petite and very short, like obnoxiously short, like cropped short. So I was surprised to actually tell you guys that these were too long for me, surprisingly. I can just about get away with them, but they could do with being about an inch to half an inch shorter, which is kind of annoying, but I'll probably just wear them as is because I quite like that buckled oversized look by the shoes and the hem, so I might just wear them like that anyway, who knows. That's it for this week's haul. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you are a new subscriber, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and if you are an OG subscriber, hit the bell button to receive a push notification about when I've uploaded so you never miss a video. I'll leave any videos I mentioned, like that lookbook, in the end screen for you to click on to next, as well as any related videos. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.